Hey, and welcome back to another live stream. My name's Macca. We're here with Lee and Pramod.
Pramod.
Perfect. Awesome. I got it right. And this is not a filter, by the way.
Excited. Look at this. Is not.
This is not a filter.
This is not a Facebook filter. These are what am I wearing?
Smart glasses.
Right.
Smart glasses,
Smart glasses.
like the Google glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, but much more advanced.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here.
About myself, I'm, let's say, originally from India.
Yep.
No.
Really? Well, people tell me that I'm from Middle East sometimes, or maybe Latin America. But anyway, yeah, my background is technology, specializing in, let's say, in Internet of Things, digital, emerging technologies, stuff like this, the cool gadgets, what you're having. Why am I here? To share my experience with this wonderful bunch of guys, really passionate. Happy to share my experience here.
That's great. And how do you think, have you been to a startup weekend before?
Actually, this is my first one here, but we've done something similar in enterprises.
Yep.
But that's more in-house. But this is one of the first public ones I've been to.
Awesome. And you're based in
Based here, Southport.
Yep.
Working from Brisbane.
Okay, cool.
So I got a question, right? So everyone goes IoT. You know, what's IoT? Internet of Things, right? Internet of Things. So it means my car's going to be connected to the internet.
It already is.
Okay, well, okay, I know. Just work with me on this, right? My fridge is going to tell me when I'm out of food.
That's a bad idea.
And when Macca stays with you, your fridge is always out of food.
You don't need IoT for that.
You don't need IoT for that.
That's a bad use case.
But like, can you tell us, for people that are watching that perhaps don't quite understand, what does it all mean, Internet of Things, and why is it so good, and what's it going to do for us?
What Internet of Things we already explained. It's just connecting the physical objects to the network, to the digital, right? So it's bringing your physical and the digital together. Essentially, that's what Internet of Things is. Is it good or bad? Well, that's left to us. Technology has always been an enabler, but whether it's good or bad is what we do with it. Right? I mean, if you're saying self-driving cars, it's essentially built based on Internet of Things, right? Artificial intelligence, connectivity, and so on. Helps to reduce lives, right? Saves lives through accidents and so on. Helps you get faster somewhere, reduces the traffic jams. So is it a good or a bad thing? It's definitely good. Now, potentially what could happen, everybody starts to use the cars, and we could end up with more cars in the world than probably a bad thing. So, yeah, just like everything in the world, good and bad. It's left to us. Did I answer my question?
Yeah. Okay, so it's really up to us as to how we apply the technology. Yeah. So, for everyday people, what should everyday people look forward to when the Internet of Things comes into full bloom and really starts to affect their lives? What are the things that they're going to see or think they're going to experience in their lives? And when should we expect that to go sort of mainstream and see those things happening?
Look, it already is mainstream in many ways. Your best example of Internet of Things is your phone. Essentially, it's can you go a day without your phone today? Can you?
A day?
An hour, maybe, yeah.
5 minutes?
Yeah, but do you use it for just a call? No, you're really using it for various other stuff, to be in kind of touch with your family, your friends, to track your health, your fitness, and so on. So it's already easy. It's not something that we're talking about the future, but the future is here.
Right.
To give you a far more better example of Internet of Things, what it could mean for us in general, consider a wearable like a Fitbit. Why are you smiling?
Because I'm looking at the glasses.
Okay. Look, something like a Fitbit, and healthcare, like medicine, is such a area where you could learn so much information and improve the, let's say, the quality of life in terms of the life expectancy of a person through capturing the information, the data that you get about your biometrics, essentially, and with that, through machine learning and artificial intelligence, to be able to diagnose, what's happening with these, with people, and a lot of the issues, for example, which may be a cure to cancer, something is a real possibility, right? And that's the sort of potential, the benefit that you get out of IoT. I mean, there's plenty of other use cases. I mean, in enterprises, in industries, I mean, you have this weird-looking stuff on your face. Now,
So what is this?
Yeah, walk us through it.
yeah, so that's essentially a smart glass. So what you see there is basically an eyepiece. We call it also a head-mounted display. So what the audience won't see it is basically he's able to see a video or an eyepiece, and you can stream content to it, potentially videos,
You want to see
photos,
you want to see what I'm watching right
document. Now imagine let's say he's a surgeon. He's operating right on a cardiac surgery.
now. Let's
Now-
just stretch our imagination for a while, will we?
And imagine, and he's like the most famous cardiologist, and he's really probably about 80 years old, and there's a lot of specialist knowledge which is just he knows it's there, but then that's the information that is far more valuable that needs to be shared with the community, with up and coming doctors. Now, when you're doing a surgery, now you've got this thing on and you're able to capture it, and basically we're getting your point of view, your field of view. This content is now captured and is available to all these new doctors or trainees and so on.
So if I had a trainee, not a trainee surgeon, but a surgeon that was working on a particular operation that they weren't, they hadn't done it many times before, or it was very tricky or very complex or something,
Exactly.
but there was an expert in Berlin, on another
That's another use
continent.
case. Absolutely.
Then I could be doing the operation with these glasses on, and he could see exactly what
And
was
he
going
will
on.
see exactly what you're seeing,
That's-
and he will be able to guide you. Okay, you know what? Don't do this. Do that. Etc. Whatever. And
That's phenomenal. isn't it?
imagine that's in medicine, but it's applicable pretty much in every industry. It could be oil and gas, it could be food processing, or it could be manufacturing, automotive. Pretty much anywhere you have a technician on site, but then there's always case that they need remote expert, and like an expert cannot be in multiple places. Sometimes with complex machinery, you need experts who need to fly halfway across the globe, maybe from Germany, what you're talking about, to Australia, maybe from Germany to China. Now that costs a lot, and for all you know, the issue could be just a small thing which could have potentially been done by a person in-house. Now you're solving that problem by having these things on site. So
And it's a little bit different. So what I'm looking into is like the social platforms for VR. So Facebook just released their social space where you can all meet up. Yeah, spaces. But you're animated. So the difference between that is you're there in real time.
this is in real time, absolutely. Yeah. And this, I mean, the form factor of this, I mean, what you're seeing today, I mean, they're already so much better than 2 years ago when, let's say, when the Google Glass came out and there was the phenomenon of glass holes, right? But it's not the case anymore. It's far more, the consumers are, let's say, there's far more acceptance to what we have. And you can imagine in a couple of years down the line, these things will look really like your normal glasses. So essentially, the content will be streamed to your near eye, essentially on your lenses, and it will be pretty much exactly like how you go about your day-to-day life, your sunglasses.
So like contact lenses.
Exactly. I mean, that's
way
that's
down
way down the line, but I guess we would say just your normal glasses. I guess that's not too far off.
But is it feasible, possible that sometime
It is,
in the
definitely.
future that contact lenses you could put them in and that you would have the same experience, or is that?
Like that show Limitless. Yeah.
Well, I would love to before I die
Can
to face that.
Can I order a pizza and sort of see when the pizza's arriving?
Yeah,
using
first person
these?
cooking.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, for that you don't need that complex. You don't need that. For that you can have a smart glass or smart watch.
Yeah.
You don't need that. That's a bad use case.
Yeah, and I'm just hungry at
No,
the
but
moment. So.
yeah. But essentially, I mean, if you have the let's say with far more other wearable tech, let's say the Internet of Things, your stomach can alert. You know what? I'm hungry, and it already know you're craving pizza, and with your let's say Facebook is talking about, and Tesla was also talking about, Elon Musk was talking about brain-computer interface.
Yeah.
So with that technology, so your body already knows I'm craving for a pizza. It already orders a pizza.
orders the pizza.
You don't have to do anything. It's already there and it's already there. I'm like, what the hell? When did I order a pizza? What do I need to pay for?
That's
I
intense.
told him I wasn't thinking about anchovies. Like they put anchovies on it. How do you fix that problem?
Why did 50 show up?
Yeah, well, that's right.
Well, you have no idea what.
because I had the munchies.
So you've got stuff showing up at your place like you don't know, and then you've got your bank balance
Right.
Yeah.
And so, out of all the things you've seen in Internet of Things, and obviously you know, like a lot about this space, is there anything that you see coming down the pipe in the future that sort of gets you really excited, and you go, "Wow! If those convergence of those technologies come together, that's going to be, a real game changer."
Look, I think the game changer for me is essentially what we already discussed. Essentially, what you're wearing being basically embedded into your eyes as a lens. And that essentially is just like the big game changer. And you kind of combine that with voice interface, like Alexa, like Siri or Google, right? That together is like the real game changer. So with that, the future where you don't have to deal with touch, where you don't have to deal with mouse and keyboards, just natural, seamless interaction with the physical and the digital. That's where I see the world, and that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's what we're creating.
Yeah.
So how long has it taken you to develop this prototype? Is this prototype or is this full?
No, there's actually already more than a prototype. We are in the, let's say, we're done with our MVP. We're already we're trialing with some clients. And we're just now on the verge of exploding.
Great.
It's
So
awesome.
cool.
It's
And you look
amazing.
like a superhero.
Yeah, you do. What kind of superhero? What's the Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel.
Marvel.
Who is
Yeah.
it?
Someone.
Yeah, I think my daughter would like these glasses. She'd think that when she can see what you can see through here, it's pretty amazing. Yeah.
That's another use case. For example, you could give it to if you're somewhere else, and then you want your caregiver or somebody to monitor what's happening.
Right.
Then
Then you can monitor what's happening through the cameras in a house
Yeah,
or whatever.
you kind of mandate your caregiver to
Yeah.
wear every time you're at home.
Yeah.
You have to wear this.
Yeah.
So you pretty much have then everything captured.
Right.
And they're going about their work without any interference. Like it doesn't stop them from doing what they have to do.
Right.
But then you have a complete record of what has actually happened.
And have you got any more questions?
No, I think that's
I
it.
can keep asking lots of questions, but I've got. So, beach city. What's your favourite beach in the world? And what's your favourite city in the world?
Too many to count, really. I've been to a lot of places.
I can tell you've been travelled. Yeah.
Look, I love Gold Coast.
Yeah.
I've been here just for 1 year. I love this place. Amazing beach, nice lifestyle, cool and laid back. Sardinia, Italy, amazing beaches there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
City. You're saying
City.
Yeah.
Like my favorite, if I have to say, I could think of Berlin.
Berlin. Okay. Yeah. That's a good city.
That's a good place. Yeah.
That's a
I
good.
haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
But my favorite place, if I have to think, is somewhere cold, somewhere in the Arctic, somewhere in Norway, Scandinavia.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Northern Lights.
Yeah. The Northern Lights, fantastic. I've seen the Northern Lights in Scandinavia. That's pretty cool.
That would
Yeah.
That's my next trip.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a great place. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for talking to us. It's
No
been
worries,
awesome.
pleasure,
Really
pleasure's
interesting.
mine.
Awesome. We'll check out these glasses offline.
Hey,
Catches.
see ya.